this principle right here is going to carry us all 2026, okay? You got to remember your why. If you left that person alone and you started to move forward and press on with your life, you left them for a reason. Do not go back into the dirty bathwater, all right? I got a full video to tell you. Like, I have a whole anecdote on not getting back in the dirty water for y'all, but that's another video. But I'm telling you, baby, do not go back into the dirty water that you just finished cleansing yourself out of.
Be your own life, baby.
I was watching this video on the last Sunday. I had just came home from church. The last Sunday of 2025. I was sitting down, scrolling a little bit, and getting ready to eat some lunch. And I ran across this girl's video. I've seen this girl before, but I ran across her video. She was talking, in the old video, she was talking about how this man that she was dealing with, she was in her healing journey, healing from him, right? And she had moved to Atlanta. She was doing good. Money was right. Life was good. Sis was elevating, doing her thing, getting away from whatever it was that was holding her back. She also said this man had 7 kids, but that would have been the very first red flag for me. But anyway, no judgment. So she goes on to tell the story about how she's elevating, she's doing good, her money's getting right, everything's straight for her. She's happier, she's feeling more confident, more beautiful, hair's done, makeup's done, like literally the girl is glowing up. So he comes around again. He starts to tell her all these things about how he miss her, he want to work on things. She caves. She says, okay, cool. And then they get, that he comes to Atlanta. Like once he comes to Atlanta to visit her and see that she's doing well for herself, she's blowing up, she looks great, he starts giving her all of these, I love you, I want you, let's make it work, let's figure it out, blah, 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 blah. Remember, I told you baby's money is right. So she's got the bread and she's obviously got the credit. He starts telling her and selling her this dream of how he wants to be with her, and immediately presses play to his villain saga part 1. He says to her that he wants, like, they should buy their dream car together with her money though, because her money's right, her credit's good, she's in her healing journey from whatever he just did to her. Mind you, he has 7 kids. I can't get over that. But anyway, she is like, okay, cool. I don't know what made her say that, but whatever. She says, okay, cool. They get this car. They get this really banging, amazing Porsche, a Porsche Panorama. I'm probably saying that wrong. I don't even care. But anyway, they get the car and he leaves because he has a family emergency or whatever the case is. Long story short, she goes on his social media, finds out he has a shorty, and he's taking pictures with shorty. And shorty's posting in the car because, like, the crazy part is she put the, what is it called? The title in his name. The bill of sale is in both of their names, but the title was in his name. This is not crazy to me. All of this is not calculating. But regardless, I'm going somewhere here. Her story inspired me to tell you this. When you are in your healing journey, and shout out to her because she's a beautiful young lady and she posts a lot of content to encourage women to not go back, and that's exactly what we're here to talk about today. I'll probably tag her. If I find information, I'll probably tag it in the comments. It's probably the first comment of this video. But I'm here to say to you this. See, a lot of us girls, we are love girls and we have a heart of gold and we don't really want to get a new dude. We just want our dude to act right. But the issue is when we start to cave, when we start to give in, when we're doing good and we're on a high, feeling good, looking good, confidence up, everything's up, money's up, credit's up, life is up. You know, I moved to a new place, like you're just doing great. God is just moving in your life and you're just reaping the benefits of leaving that dude alone. And he starts to realize that you are glowing up and you're doing good. He comes back. Of course, they always come back. He comes back and you're all like, oh my God, it's God, it's God, it's God, because we're supposed to be together. No, sweetie. Sometimes can love truly spin the block? I do believe sometimes they can. But that's not every situation, and that's really not many situations. If you're in the process of, especially if you're in the process of healing and you're doing good, you're leveling up, things are starting to look right, you're feeling good, you're starting to feel like yourself again, you got to remember your why. I'm gonna tell y'all this in a lot of videos this year, pertaining to business, pertaining to your relationship, pertaining to family, pertaining to your finances. Like, this principle right here is gonna carry us all 2026, okay? You gotta remember your why. If you left that person alone and you started to move forward and press on with your life, you left them for a reason. Do not go back into the dirty bathwater, all right? I got a full video to tell y'all. Like, I have a whole anecdote on not getting back in the dirty water for y'all, but that's another video. But I'm telling you, baby, do not go back into the dirty water that you just finished cleansing yourself out of. If you take a bath, don't jump back in there after you done dried off and like powdered up and lotioned down. Do not jump back in that water, because what is it gonna do for you? It's gonna make you more dirty again. Now you gotta go, because now you put the lotion on, you put the powder on, whatever you put on, the oils, whatever you put on, the deodorant, whatever you put on after you get out of your bath, your shower, right? So now you jump back into your filth, back into the muck of the day. Now you got to go ahead and wash extra, because you got to wash off more of that nastiness. You got to wash off all the product. You're wasting the product that you just put on your skin, and you got to start the process of beginning to dry, re-moisturize, re-deodorize all over again. And that's what her story told me. That's what that story told me. That at the end of the day, when you walk away from something, there's a reason. And can love spin the block again? Yeah, sometimes. But you need discernment. You need to pray. You need to focus and make sure that you're good before you ever entertain another person or the same person. Rarely will I ever say the same person, because if we left him, baby, we left him for a reason. Look, don't jump back into the dirty bathwater, honey. If it's done for a reason. It is done for a reason. And if you go back, God will remind you of what that reason was. Because as soon as this girl had all her stuff together and all her ducks in a row, he came back, he swooped in like a thief in the night and literally robbed her of that car and gave it to another woman at that. And she had to find out through social media. She goes up there, she's like arguing and fighting with them and stuff like that because she wants her car, and like she feels embarrassed. She feels crazy, because why would I even do that? And then what she said that really prompted this video is that he interrupted her healing journey. Oh baby, I felt that in my spirit. He interrupted her healing journey. How dare you? How dare you interrupt my healing journey? But how dare me allow you to interrupt my healing journey, baby? Let me tell you something, and this is the premise of what this video is about. Don't let somebody that you've already found out the true colors, you've already found out what they're talking about for real, don't let them be able to easily come their way back in here and interrupt your healing journey. Oh, no, 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 no. Not in this year, not in this 2026. Do not let them, the ex, that repeat offender, that family member, that snakish friend, whoever it is, whatever it is, even you, even yourself, that part of yourself that doubts, that part of yourself that is procrastinated, that part of yourself that is problematic, that is with the drama, do not let those old parts of yourself or those old other people come back in and interrupt the healing that you've already started. Interrupt the healing that God has already ordained, because baby, you're gonna really have to start the process all over again. And who has time for that? Who? So anyway, this is what my video is about. Just to remind you, do not let what you let go return back to your life. Because when it comes back, this is the kicker. See, this is the punchline of the whole video. When you let it come back, it will finish you off. See, that person that came and hurt you, they hurt you. They damaged your armor, but they didn't pierce the armor. You feel me, right? The enemy, and I'm not being spiritual on this, but I'm talking about like in war, in the Trojan War, the enemy came with spears and swords and stuff, and they had shields, and the shields that they had were made of metal, was made of animal skins, very tough animal skin, like they was prepared, right? So if they hit that shield, like they might have got a good hit in, and it might have, knocked you off your feet a little bit, but they didn't hit you hard enough where they cut you. You were still able to live another day, fight another fight. But see, if you let the enemy come back while you still have those wounded armors, the wounded armor is weakened. That's why when you get into a car accident and you have a car seat, you have to get a new car seat, because if the car seat's been involved in an accident, it's weaker than when it started. So you need to get a new car seat, because the next impact that damaged car seat might have might be the impact that might take your child out. So it's very important that you get a new car seat after you have an accident. That's real game. So if you have damaged armor from some wound this person already caused you, and you allow them to get back close enough to you where they can stab you again in the same place, oh baby, the sword is going to pierce the armor. It's going to hit you. So if you let them come back, they're not coming back to be your friend. They're coming back to finish you off. They're coming back to finish the job. 9 times out of 10, when you have an ex and you let them back in, they come back and the harm that they do is worse than a harm that they did. Because this time, Especially if you was the one to leave. If you was the one to leave an abusive situation, if you was the one to get fed up with their nonsense, if you was the one to get tired of their cheating, if you was the one to call them out, like, yeah, they have something to prove. They got to finish you off. They got to get the last laugh on you. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Before we can even get that far, don't even get back in the dirty water. You gotta like let the drain out and send that water down the drain. Let it keep going. And it's gonna hurt you because we love the people. We love the people. We want the people. But it's not always that the people love us. And I'm not only talking about in a relationship. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about friends that are proving themselves disloyal. I'm talking about people, humans. The Bible tells us that don't put your faith in man. And that's your man, their man, her man, every man, woman, all the human beings. Because people, human beings, as long as we're wrapped in flesh, we are susceptible to failure. We fail ourselves. So of course we're gonna fail the next person. So you gotta be mindful and be careful, especially when people have already shown you who they are. I'm trying to tell you, do not get back in that dirty bath water. Because if you let that enemy closer to you again, if you let them come in again, they come in to finish the job. So if you thought your depression was bad before, watch. If you thought your sadness and your loneliness was bad before, watch. If you thought the heartbreak of losing them the first time or them hurting you, playing you the first time was like that hurt you, watch. And it's gonna hurt even more. Not even so much because they did something so much worse, but because you're gonna look back and you're gonna remember how you put a boundary between you and them and you let that boundary fall. It's gonna hurt so bad because you're gonna realize that ultimately the pain that they just caused you, you helped to cause it yourself by letting them close again. You gotta be careful. Look, when I sat there and watched that video, I was really watching it like, wow. I let my food get cold watching that video because I said to myself, wow, that girl, as crazy as her situation might have been, and we can say, okay, she should have saw it coming, yeah. And he has 7 kids. I can't get over that. But anyway, like, yeah, okay, maybe she should have saw it coming. Yeah, maybe she should have been more like on point. But when you love somebody, whether it's a family member, a good friend, or a lover, like you really love somebody, you want to see the best in them. You want to see it till the end. You want to do everything you can. And especially if they come back and you really love them bad, you're going to overlook your better judgment and be like, yeah, I trust them. I'm going to give them a chance. But what I'm telling you is sometimes that could be your greatest downfall. So in all things, remember your why. Some things are absolutely forgivable. Some things we move past, we rebuild our friendship. I have been there, done that. And me and my friend, we rebuilt our friendship, we got back right. But the offense wasn't that deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the thing that happened did not hit that hard, right? But remember your why. Everybody's why is different. If this person cheated on you, if this person abused you physically, mentally, or emotionally, if this person is a pathological liar, like there's just some things that I think like you gotta raise the standard on. There's just some things you're not gonna take. Like God tells us to forgive, and we should, but there's just some things we just should not accept for ourselves. And that's where remembering your why comes in. Because your why is gonna take you away from your emotions and make you think more logically about the situation. So with all this being said, baby, if you take nothing away from the very first video that Tori Live gave you in 2026, please remember your why. Do not jump back into the dirty bath water. If it's already done, it's already done. You gotta let it go. You gotta drain the tub. And don't be so quick to let the people who have done you wrong back so close, because if you are not careful, you're giving them the ammunition to finish the job on you. And once they finish the job on you, don't cry, because we let them in. Guard your gates. That's my biggest, I promise you, that's my biggest one of 2026. And I got a lot to go because we just getting started here. But one lesson I took out of 25 into 26 is that you gotta guard your gates. Guard your gates. Everything can't pass by your ears. Everything can't pass through your mouth. Everything can't pass your visuals. Guard your gates. Be careful of what you interact with and what you let interact with you. Don't let it finish you, baby. Yeah, so, yeah. Be your real light, baby. Peace.